buildings, all done quickly with almost no notice by a country that only found out it was playing host to the world a few days ago, and the world is watching. For his commentary here in Iceland tonight, my CBS News colleague Bill Moyers looks at the danger that this weekend of talks might wind up an ice-capade. Bill?
As we landed today, I saw the military planes on the tarmac, the guards spread in the distance, the convoy of cameras and press, the red carpet unrolled for the principals, and I was struck by how the world must hustle, how many lives are upended, how many hopes are raised when the superpower leaders get together. And I wanted to say to them, please, no tricks. Don't put everyone through this again unless there's something really to be gained. Don't do it just to score points at home. I know we're told not to expect much. We're told they're here to talk about talking. But surely there's more to it than this. Rumors abound that through back channels they've already cut a deal to pull some medium-range missiles out of Europe. But that could have been done without all of this, and it's mostly symbolic anyway. Those missiles are marginal. Maybe they're not even sure themselves why they're here. Perhaps deep down they hope the spark of personality will light a way. That can't happen when they're surrounded by advisors, bureaucrats, and cold warriors. Perhaps they think enough's enough. Between them, they control some 20,000 long-range weapons. The United States alone builds 8 new warheads every working day. If they keep trying to match one another, the cost will only escalate, and so will the danger. You may remember that on the eve of arms talks 2 years ago, a Soviet cruise missile flew off course and landed in Finland with what one witness called a hell of a noise. This week, on the eve of new talks, that Soviet nuclear submarine sank in the Atlantic, carrying its reactor down with it. Images of Chernobyl and Challenger sprang to mind. The Challenger because the next scheduled flight of that fated shuttle was to carry into space caskets of plutonium. Chernobyl because just as we were about to acknowledge that no man or woman is an island, we realized all of us live on 3 Mile Island. Sooner or later it must dawn on statesmen that this is their address too. Maybe that's why they're here. Maybe.
I'm not a doctor, but I play one on TV.
News correspondent Tom Fenton reports it's nothing compared to everyday life with a volcano.
For the past few weeks, Iceland has been showing signs of increased activity. Something big is about to happen. And it isn't the meeting between Reagan and Gorbachev.
All the major volcanoes have been trembling. I cannot remember a time that has happened before.
What's going to happen?
We can easily have an eruption now within the next 2 hours.
Cataclysmic events are normal in Iceland. For 1,100 years, people have lived here fighting the extremes, in a land where the ground is either covered with ice or boiling over with volcanic heat. They have built villages that could be swallowed by molten lava in a matter of hours. Villages like Rekla Heath in the far north.
Near here is a crater with an appropriate name, Hell. It was called that after an eruption devastated this area 262 years ago. Scientists are expecting another eruption any day now.
A monitoring system attached to an alarm has been installed to give the villagers as much warning as possible.
How much?
We usually get 2 hours.
2 hours?
2 hours or so.
In the meantime, they heat their homes with the volcanic steam and bake their bread in the steaming earth. One year, the potatoes in their gardens were baked before they could be harvested. Recently, their drinking water got so hot they had to find another source. To the south, on the island of Heimaey, they know what it's like to be buried by a volcano. This is what the town looked like in 1973. All but one of the 5,000 inhabitants escaped alive. And within 2 years, returned to rebuild in the shadow of the volcano that destroyed half the town. There's something about the Icelandic spirit that almost welcomes the danger. You can see it in the way they play. This is the most popular local sport. This is another one. That the volcano could erupt again is a constant concern, but the danger doesn't seem to matter. In fact, they kind of like it.
I like the life more if I know that the death is could be imminent, you know.
When you live in a land that trembles under your feet, it puts things into perspective. For Icelanders, the Reagan-Gorbachev meeting is simply a temporary distraction from the realities of daily life. Tom Fenton, CBS News, Iceland.
But for many of us visitors, the mini summit will be the reality of daily life for the next few days. We'll be reporting not just on the official agenda, but on the personal agendas that brought Mr. Reagan and Mr. Gorbachev here. And we'll see how the superpower sit-down plays from Main Street to Moscow. For all my colleagues here in Iceland, and for Bob Schieffer in New York, Dan Rather, we'll see you here again tomorrow.
In the morning, in the evening, Carnival's got the fun. Not much money,
but oh, honey, Carnival's got the fun.
It's such a good time. We're spreading the news. 'Cause there's just no time like a Carnival cruise.
Sunny weather.
All together, Carnival's got the fun.
Take a 3, 4, or 7-day cruise on Carnival, the most popular cruise line in the world.
Ta-da! X-Lax, the family friend. You taught me that.
More families trust X-Lax pills are chocolated to work gently overnight.
A good friend to have when you need it.
Gentle X-Lax, the family friend.
Now, colorful stain and tough polyurethane protection in one. Poly Shades by Minwax for a beautiful finish in half the time.
Minwax makes wood beautiful.
Say, these must be Jack's new Canon personal copiers. Great color.
Yeah, and they copy in 5. You want to see?
Go ahead. Make my day.
Everything you need to copy with is in this replaceable cartridge.
I'll do that.
Good thing Canon has PCs for every personality, even pushy agents.
Lighten up, Jack.
These new Canon personal copiers are light. Put one in my car.
What a guy.
Personal copiers for every personality. For information, call toll-free 1-800-OK-CANON.
Arms control, human rights, issues Reagan and Gorbachev must face at the meeting in Iceland. Live coverage tomorrow on the CBS Morning News. This is CBS.
Passion, intrigue, romance highlight Theater Under the Stars' dazzling new musical, The Desert Song, October 12 through 26. To charge by phone, call 526-1709.